Take our Canadian friends. We've got General Nemesis and Laurier.
Ooh, that might be a good one.
It'd be fun to do. I can try to jump into the room right now and see. Are we going to leave this on Discord here? We're going to connect in here, right? Keeping the sound?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to switch channels here.
Yeah, I'll go try to join the room and see if they're okay with us joining.
We won't give them a choice. We'll just join.
Yeah, you know what? I got super lucky. I only got one box, and I was able to pull it. Yeah, got really, really lucky.
Well, congrats to you on that. Okay, so how do you want to decide who goes first?
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick sec. Just taking a glance at your team here. Looks like you got the collector as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm happy to do anything. Maybe roll for some sidekicks.
Sure, let's do it. With question mark as tiebreakers.
Hi guys, you guys okay being on stream?
Good. I got none and one.
I got none and two.
So all right, your pick.
I'll decide to go first.
Sounds good to me.
Right, best of luck to you.
You too. I'll just set the timer here as well.
Okay, so I'll just wait for you to start the timer, then I'll roll.
All right, and we are good.
All right, then let's go. Okay, so what globals do you bring me?
Are you chatting there, Ridge?
I got lots
of I'm trying to get into
I noticed. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to keep this, reroll these.
Room. Not letting me in.
It's not letting you in?
No, it's not letting me into Hangouts. I'm getting there now.
Okay. They're moving way too fast for me, man.
They are. Wow, look at them firing away. So it looks like this is a beautiful mat that was brought or won by General Nemesis.
I am going to pay 2 for a crew captain. I will clay face it in to buy a Confront the Mighty.
So right away we can see a Cree captain.
Well, I'm gonna.
Right, so what am I doing here?
Yeah, they don't mess around, these guys, are they?
Reroll these three. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hang on, I'm gonna abandon you for a second here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so.
So Laurier first turn looks like he purchased a Drax. Drax, of course, is going to be stopping stuff from getting fielded.
I'm going to Clayface in a Drax.
I think we'll see a Clayface on every single turn this match. We only have one Clayface though.
For a Atlantis.
Yep.
So a Clayface of the Drax. Clayface, an Atlas was done so that he could prep a die and field a sidekick.
Sidekick, spin it down with Intellect Devourer.
Using Intellect Devourer.
Okay, sounds good.
And he bought a Plague Marine.
I am a horrible host right now. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Matt, they're moving along pretty quick. They are.
I haven't even got their names into the scoreboard yet.
Well, at least you don't worry about it. No damage was done yet. And again, I believe it's every single turn we're going to be seeing Clayface. So I'm assuming he's going to Clayface in the Cree Captain to get a Cree Captain to buy something. Now he can spin down with Intellect Devourer to get even more energy, but he could Clayface. Oh, he didn't roll. Yeah, he could Intellect Devourer down to get the question mark, and then he can use that to bring over the Clayface to bring over the.
Oh, and I got team links to do too. Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the exact team for the win cons yet. Horrible. It does look like General Nemesis is going to be running as Thor. He does not have a Godcatcher team. And on Laurier's side, it looks like his win con is, I'm looking at it, it's a kind of like an attack with Black Widow and Spider-Man, I think. He doesn't have the rare Spider-Man, I don't think, or it is, yes.
Okay, we got his team link. We are now looking up CCMs.
How's the sound for the players? You have it muted, or?
I've got it turned down so I can adjust it here.
Okay, that's fine. You can still hear.
Get yourself together, Jordan. Oh, Mike's just trash talking us. Oh my god.
Oh, so waste of 2 shields. Nothing purchased for General Nemesis. Kind of a bad roll for him there.
Right. What do I do?
I know he was looking to not feel that one sidekick and get the mass.
This is not.
Okay, now I got to keep Discord handy too, because in case stuff
getting.
Collector global, but I'll be fine with that.
Okay, I think we got everything going now. We got.
Activate Atlantis.
Good.
Then
So
feel the psychic. So whenever I feel the psychic this turn, I'm going to draw and roll 2 dice.
but Laurie is using the Atlantis for his
Draw
engine
2,
to
1,
get into
2.
sidekicks. So he'll
Let's roll
prep 2
this.
dice. He's trying to get that roll of Drax and
Hey, hello,
hit
Drax.
Drax. So
Pleasure to see you.
that's the first
General Nemesis.
control we're going to see in this. One thing to note:
Draw
none of these
2.
teams are running Typhoid Mary,
So,
which is interesting.
ooh, okay, that's
Laurie's
good.
had some
So
good
you
rolls to
feel
start.
This
He
guy
picked
for
his
free.
Plague Marine.
That's the Plague Marine. Is it?
Plague Marine.
Okay.
While he's active, my sidekicks get +1/+1 and are KO'd at the end of my turn.
So it looks like Laurie's going a very
Fun.
simple route of
Phase
attacking
2,
and with
my
Black
buddy
Widow
Drax,
pumping stuff.
naming Thor.
So,
Makes sense.
so Thor was named. So now Thor cannot be bought or fielded from Dana's side, which is kind of going to hurt his win con.
Pass back.
Gonna swing at you with 2 sidekicks.
Oh.
Okay. I will block with these 2 psychics.
Okay, your sidekicks are KO'd.
Yep.
At end of turn, because of Plague Marine, mine are going to be KO'd as well, even though they're at 2/2.
Yep.
And it is your turn.
So it looks
Okay.
like Laurie is actually using the Plague Marine that has the ability that when
Let's see
after
what
attack
I can do
step,
this round.
his sidekicks get KO'd. So it's his way of getting ramp. Laurie does have the upper hand right now with the energy going. Dana's had some bad rolls. He looks like he's trying to use to confront the might he's going to use to get rid of the Drax. However, he just got a psychic, so he's okay there. But this might be the turn he gets Thor. But if Drax comes back, he will be in trouble.
Okay,
What do
I'm
you
with
think
you.
the win con, Mr. Matt, is? The
On
win con so far, you think that?
Okay.
I mean, on
will,
Laurie's side, it looks like he's got a rush
grab
team,
the
yes,
but I can't think of Dana's other side except
and
it's
I'll play
the
Confront the Mighty
Thor.
to
That's the only
knock the
thing I can
sidekick
I
really
out
think
of the
see.
he's
attack.
all about the
All
Thor
right.
getting that out,
KO'd.
clearing things out,
Right.
and going
Yep.
through.
Right.
I'll use the crew captain.
So, Mike,
to
if you're
Now,
out there,
Mighty
how's your magic
Thor.
release
You
going?
cannot purchase him. Oh no, that's right, you can because you KO'd Drax. Sorry, forgot for a second.
That's
Yes.
okay.
Are the players too loud?
Will Atlas.
Okay.
yeah, they're very loud. Is it me
My turn.
saying they're really
And
loud on my
ready to go.
side?
I will use the Supreme Intelligence Global to prep my Atlantis.
I know in
you don't have any other energy, right?
Nope.
Okay.
when you're in a Jitsu room, we could lower the sound.
I've got it lowered on the.
Which are all
yeah.
sidekicks, so I might
It's just
even
loud.
chuck
It's
them
loud
down.
in my ear,
Oh, yeah, that I can control a little bit.
Lots of junk, let's see what
and
I
I
get.
can't control that with
Oh.
Jitsu. You
Yeah.
could.
Those 2, which is great, but I get 0 sidekicks out of 6 dice.
So Dana again purchased.
Come on. Give me some. And of course they don't. Okay, I will survive. That's fine.
Laurie is doing a very
I
full
will
descriptive when he plays, so you can actually just
He is. We don't need to
him
do
on and
anything.
let-
We can just
we
sit
don't.
back.
We just had his stream going, but we're trying to say right. So he didn't roll anything to use with the Atlantis. His Drax came back. I'm pretty sure he's going to use the Drax again on Thor. He just purchased a Spider-Man, which is going to give him even more control on his
Yeah.
team. He did name Thor with the Drax, I believe. Now the question is I'm just trying to think. His team is just rushing, getting Dana's team or field low, and just pushing with the Black Widow when he does get it. If I was Dana, I would be going with that Black Widow right now and trying to get. Again, he can't field the Thor though, unless he rolls the Confront the Mighty, and he needs a sidekick. So he's gonna have to roll a sidekick here. Or he's in trouble because he won't be able to do anything.
Yeah. Oh, there you
And-
go.
Oh my god.
See, Collins the gods, you get
Wow.
it. So now we're gonna have a Thor in the field
So we'll
for
field,
a turn.
one sidekick.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Confront the Mighty, knock him out, and knock Drax
Get
out.
so he's gonna knock out the sidekick using Confront the Mighty.
Spin
He's
to
gonna now field his Thor.
Yeah, and then the
And
pain
then he
train
should
starts.
field it. Yeah, so that's gonna do 2 damage. And then if he's smart, he should Intellect Devourer down, and then he can use the Collector on the next turn.
Yep.
The only trouble I think Dana's gonna have is yes, he's got the train going. Laurie is gonna be able to get Drax again next turn, and there's gonna be a way that he's gonna get Dana's field low. So when his sidekick train goes, he's gonna start doing a lot of damage
Yep.
on the counterattacks.
Oh yeah,
I
when
mean, I
when
would,
when the fish slap goes, it's
right. So the question is does he spin down that sidekick or not? Because again, if he spins it down and do 2 damage, all Laurie's gonna have to do is hit with a sidekick. It'll hit for 2 with the Plague Marine. So
yeah.
so he decided to keep the sidekick, just in case.
Okay.
This is a big role for him. He's looking for some sidekicks, Atlantis, and of course the Drax to
Thank you,
come back.
sidekick. No thank you to all of you.
So he's looking to roll this Atlantis and the
Oh,
Drax, but the Drax didn't come.
but
So
got two
not having the Drax,
sidekicks. That's yeah, missing the
right?
Drax is bad, but
Well, but the problem is
first,
with
I'm
the
gonna activate the planets.
yeah,
Feel the sidekicks are on roll 2.
he's gonna lose his sidekicks with the Plague Marine though.
yes.
That's the problem with it being active. So he didn't get it. So this could be some trouble now for Laurier. This at this point too, Dana's probably looking and saying, "I wish I would have spun down that sidekick."
Oh, that's a rough roll. Lots of energy. He can buy whatever he wants, basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
Absolutely.
it's life. What can I
So
say?
now, and the thing too is he doesn't have a lot of high buying stuff to purchase. So
No.
does he just reach for a Spider-Man and try to get Spider-Man, or
I-
does he start going his Black Widow?
I'm probably grabbing another Spider-Man, so I have more things to get rid of, right?
Well, the other weird part I see is that last turn, Laurie, if he has a fist, remember he can always force attack that Black Widow or
True.
the Thor.
That's
So,
true.
So I'm gonna say this
right.
for that later.
So if he has smart, he can also use the Atlas, get something bought, and I think if the Atlas is, he's got 1, 2, 3, he's got 1 die in his bag. So,
Yeah.
so you can't really do that. I was gonna say he could reset whatever he wanted.
One fist for Atlas.
Oh, he is going to
Yeah,
clear out his bag.
That's gonna clear his bag. I'm thinking using the Supreme Intelligence and bringing over a Black Widow would be good.
For a second Spider-Man.
Nope, he's going the Spider-Man route.
He's going Spider-Man, and that's fine because he can now Black Widow. But I would have kept energy and I would have Supreme Intelligence something over. Would have been a good move.
Pass turn. My sidekicks are KO'd at end of turn.
Okay.
So Dana's now
I'm a
just
fan
trying
of that.
to.
I'm a fan of that Plague Marine. I like it.
Plague Marine's good, but in that situation, like he's gonna have a low field because
Yes.
well, wasn't he supposed to have just lost? Yeah, he lost his sidekick
Yeah,
now too.
yeah.
So Dana, the thing is, he's got the Thor that'll do damage. He could kill the Plague Marine and push with a big giant Thor right now as well, if he wanted to. Laurier didn't keep any fists, so if I'm Dana, I keep a fist and force stuff to attack.
All right. And you have
Even the Drax, because if Drax comes out, he can force the Drax to attack.
I'm going to
Yes.
But I'm sure they're gonna figure this out next game. Like the Black Widow that Dana's running is a really cool card. That it is removal that every time it's fielded or on energized, it spins down a character, and if it's level 1, it knocks out stuff, which is neat. I totally see sidekick. He's feeling 2. I didn't know that Lurie has
So that's
Flex
4
as
damage,
well,
eh?
so that's where it's going to add up quick. Because now we're getting to the point where next turn he'll be able to just kill off whatever Laurier has, and he could probably swing with Thor and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
If I'm him, I'm probably even keeping those sidekicks.
yep, just keeping
Yeah.
that. And I mean, the only thing would be is if Spider-Man knocks down, it can't even knock out his Thor because by the time it happens, he's still going to hit for 4. So yeah, so he holds on to it. He's probably going to keep 1 to field a psychic, or he can even force attack stuff to get stuff out of there.
Okay, hoping to get at least one more psychic.
So Laurier's rolling a lot again. Every
Yeah.
turn he does seem to be having the good ramp.
Oh, he's got his
This
Widow.
will be that one turn that's good. However, Dana does have the defenders right now. So,
Well, Spider-Man comes out. That's 1 less. Thor's gone.
right, and he's going to take care of the
Oh,
Thor
he-
and Thor, which he just missed. So
Eesh.
he's most likely going to he's going to parallax here, I think.
If I were him, I'd probably parallax and save those save the
I would
question marks
wait-
for PXG.
I would waste all my energy to parallax, but yeah, that Thor would have been good. So I'm thinking this turn now,
I
he's
think-
going to be in a lot of trouble next turn.
He's gonna swing, like he's gonna field that Widow and just throw it through, right?
And if I'm Dana this turn, I'm going to use the damage field and 2 sidekicks to take out stuff in Laurier's field. Is what I would do.
If your stuff doesn't roll, you're screwed anyway.
So because he knows the 2 sidekicks are going to get knocked out, I would use the damage to knock out that Black Widow, and then he can
Well,
counterattack.
do you want to knock it or do you just take it? If he attacks with it, I would just probably take it myself.
With my with a sidekick die.
We could take 4 damage. You're right, because next turn you just field in sidekicks. But and then you've got that 7 Thor coming. Well, the Thor won't come through because he could field a sidekick.
Yeah.
If Laurier uses all his energy, though, I would totally do that. So
I'm going to Clayface in Black Widow.
Yeah. And
so there's he's going to make 2 sidekicks by using the Clayface.
Damage.
Does he take
Let's
out the
see.
Black Widow?
Did you field the Black Widow this turn?
Yes.
See, because if he attacks
Well,
with the
it's
Black
gonna
Widow,
be a
he's going to
big
have
plus
some
one,
damage.
But am I really going to attack in this scenario? Probably not.
Yeah.
So you deal straight to me.
All to
Yes.
him, so we're down to 10.
So he takes the 4.
And
Yeah, see, I would have taken 2
And
because
then
next
turn
turn
is
he just has to field 2 sidekicks and Thor attacking, and it would have been over.
Okie doke.
Because then he would just have 1 Plague Marine to take
Yep.
out. But again, he's got a full field here that he could probably attack with and even do some damage. Oh, I didn't even realize there is a static field on the board. So
Do you have anything on level 1 by any chance?
Yes.
but Dana has a static field, so that would
What you
stop
got?
any
Oh, hang on, let me
Thor
correction.
killing
I
damage.
thought he was level 1.
Okay.
No, I don't have anything level 1.
Okay. That's
Confront the Mighty is going to really hurt.
Yep. Oh, and which Kree captain is that? Is that the just the
yeah,
vanilla?
That's just the cheap, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just using that to get the Thor. And I've tested with Dana the using the Thor Kree Captain Insect Devourer, he can get Thor bot turn 2
Yeah.
All right,
consistently.
let's spin down the Plague Marine, please.
But fielding 2 characters, he could clear the field.
Done.
Um,
All right,
that's going to do
so
4 more
with the
damage. He'll be down to
Plague
6, and I think he can
Marine,
just swing.
he'll-
And I don't think Laurie can block everything. If he keeps
Does
the
he have
Black
10?
Widow on,
Like, if he takes out the things, does he have 10 damage on board?
I don't think so because I think Laurie has a couple
and
masks
I
that
will
he can
also
use
field
to blink stuff
the,
back for the
Kree Captain
lethal.
for free and deal you another 2.
So he's down to
He
6.
fields that down to 6. He's got
I
a field of
will
at
throw
least
off
6
Confront the
coming through right
Mighty,
now, but he'll be able to blink back
with
too.
a
So
sidekick
he just waits till
to
next
take out
turn,
your
and
Plague
he
Marine.
could field 2 sidekicks if Drax doesn't roll. Actually, it doesn't matter if Drax rolls.
I
He's
will, spin
kind of
down-
stuck.
dice
He just
to-
has to hold
you
on
only
to
have the
2 question marks.
one, and you have 2 question marks, eh?
If I would spin a sidekick.
I didn't
would
know that
spin a
Laurie has
sidekick.
got the question marks. Okay.
I would spin a psychic down just so that it goes to the use pile. You could even think, like, use it to Atlas, spin it down to a fist and Atlas, so that you have something in the
I
use
think
pile
what I'm actually going
to use on your opponent's turn.
is use the 1 mask and the bolt to buy Black Widow.
That's what he's doing. So that's how he's gonna.
There you
Right,
go.
and now if he spins down a sidekick or attack, he does something. He could field 2 sidekicks next turn, and
I will use the Collector Global to field a sidekick.
and do you do a full attack here and try?
I
Now
wouldn't.
he can't
I
fill
think
his
he's in the
pack,
driver's seat. He just sits there and
right?
burns them.
But he can't fill in his pack right now. So why not?
Energy, sorry. Do you have any energy?
Why not attack
Nope.
and do 4 more damage? And all you need is 1 more psychic then.
Used
Like, make him have to use the question mark to blink back to Thor.
Oh, he is
He's
going
gonna
to
full
push.
push. He's gotta.
Okay.
And I mean, if I'm Laurie at this point,
So,
I say, that's it, I'm
sidekick
good.
four,
Let's go to game 2,
Widow
knowing you have
on
more
Kree
time.
Captain.
So he's taking 4, right?
He's gonna take 4, but that's now gonna
That's
give
game.
Dana 4 sidekicks on
Here,
the side.
my sidekick is KO'd.
He's gonna take
Your
4. He just needs to
five
field the
seconds
sidekick.
Go through, deal me 4. I am at 2.
Yeah, and by the time Spider-Man rolls
Yes, it is.
or anything next turn, he can field a sidekick, and it should be it. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I'm Laurie, I just concede this match now and say, let's go to game 2. So
And you have 1 confront left on the card. Okay, that's good to know. That's great. That's great. That's fine. Reroll.
I think we're just playing this one out right now.
I think so. I don't think there's any way out of this.
Yeah, because Spider-Man, it's when he attacks.
Yeah.
So
he'll get
be
the
able to
global
field a
window.
sidekick before that. I mean, he's got a lot of characters
Okay,
could
so
do
I
damage,
have
but
to
he didn't roll any
do some
sidekicks, so the Atlantis has kind of hurt him.
Buy your last confront the mighty. Because I have red on another action, I'll just use purple for now. Okay.
The other thing I just noticed is that he had
I
anger
literally have
issues.
a 50-50 chance
So
of
Dana
drawing
could have
it.
won the game, I think, last
No,
turn if
actually,
he
better
uses
than
energy
that,
right
thank you.
and pump in a sidekick.
I
to
think he
finish.
only had the mask saved back, didn't
Oh,
he?
that's good.
Yeah, but he could have bought. Let's see if he has in his team. Could he have not have bought a Kree Captain and Clay faced it in
Because I'm gonna
to get
click
fists? He could have done something like that
Oh.
instead of the Black Widow. So there's ways he
Uh,
could have had around it, but I think he knew he was in the driver's
Yeah.
seat that
Activate
he's just going to
Atlantis.
field a sidekick and it'll be over.
Then going to
Laurie's team of the Rush, it might be good,
draw and roll
but he missed.
2, which are gonna be there.
It was that one turn he missed the Drax,
Hmm?
and there was another turn
Yes.
Drax didn't roll back.
that might save him.
Okay.
Right,
so
that
now,
might. To confront the mighty can take out
can I
Thor.
recover from this? Probably not.
And the other thing too is
But
with
I'm gonna
Spider-Man,
freaking
Spider-Man
try.
would have put Thor into the energy pile instead of to his use pile instead of to his KO.
Going to field.
Dana just has to roll Thor next turn. Oh, but he's got Drax. That's going to stop Thor.
Yeah, he could make this interesting.
A 1 to
Yep.
field Drax, naming Thor, of course.
That makes sense.
I certainly don't have the damage to get lethal this turn, even if I field her, because it's going to be.
So the Black Widow's going to pump.
4,
The
7,
Plague
10,
Marine's
12,
pumping all the
bucks, but
sidekicks,
then
which
if
is
I
all of
get that
1.
guy KO'd, then it'll be 15 at most. So that's not enough. Fudge.
Dana's still going to make 2 sidekicks. I know
But
he'll
I
lose
can
his
at least
Thor. So at least he's got
confront a
blockers.
psychic on Thor.
Yeah.
So there goes
So
Thor. And that's what I said,
Thor's
Thor.
KO'd, my psychic as well.
Yep.
Then field Widow.
The Widow's in, so everything gets a
Then pass
+1.
priority.
The sidekicks are no longer there
I
to get any other
will
buff from the Plague
pass
Marine. Laurie just has to hope
All
the
right.
whole turn. You get attack with Spider-Man, blink it back.
Static field setup. So
Oh,
not the right
actually-
turn.
Oh, you know what? No, it's okay. I passed back. It's my mistake. Go ahead.
And I mean,
Just pass
Dana's rolling a lot of
Yeah,
energy here. It's just a matter of
Okay.
does
Oh,
he roll?
Dana forgot to get the
He needs to,
sidekicks.
yeah, forgot to get his 2 sidekicks.
But, you know, he stood by his decision, which is good.
Yep.
Like, that's what you do.
Let's
You make
see,
him
Got to confront the mighty.
roll, Thor and sidekick and confront the mighty.
Oh, all he needs is confront the mighty and...
Oh, yeah, and a sidekick.
Well,
Yeah,
Oh, he got 1.
got the mighty, got Kree, and he'll be in trouble if he doesn't get that Thor now. And the Kree captain's on a 1 cost, so this could cost a lot if Thor rolls high.
Really need that sidekick.
I'm
Still needs a
gambling.
sidekick.
I'm 100%
Oh, yeah.
gambling.
And
There you
did.
go.
He got exactly what he needed. That's it. Oh, we could say we got some good rolls so far on Dana's side.
Yeah, so we'll field the sidekick.
Yeah.
We will confront the mighty.
I'm not sure the
with
time what they have
Thor's.
for the rest of the
Yeah.
game. Do you have a timer going?
Still half hour. 29 minutes is gone.
Oh, they got lots of time.
And
Then
then
pin 1
we want
field.
Yeah, I mean,
deal
I
damage
think
to-
in this game, that was a pretty good rolling game by Dana.
Early misroll.
And
Man, that's a-
and really, when you say misrolls on Laurie's side, he did hit a couple good rolls. He did have that
Your
string
rolls
of
certainly were not
his
right
Atlantis.
up until the
Then
end.
you got the sidekick. Then you got the Drax.
I was 5 damage away. So, but yeah, it was. Life happens. What can I say? Okay, so
But that first game, I think Dana had. He was on the metal. He was on the pedal. He was doing his damage quick.
Well, this is
And he
very
was-
similar team
that is fine.
to what he played in...
Actually, just.
oh my God.
Euros.
Yes, yeah, the UK Games
Yeah.
Expo.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
sorry,
it's
Mr.
pretty
Six,
much-
if you listen to this later, that I blanked on your tournament.
I think it's the same team, except he might have added the Black Widow.
Yeah.
Pay 2 for a Plague Marine, Clayface and Plague Marine, 2 for a Widow. Over to
So
you.
Laurie's going the same route,
Yeah.
getting the Plague Marine, getting the Black Widow. He didn't go Atlantis this turn though. That's
Yeah, that
maybe
might...
because he doesn't want the sidekick way, but having 2 sidekicks with 2 collectors is actually pretty good to have.
Yeah.
But it has to be the right turn when everything's in the use pile. So
Okay.
I think
we'll field
Dana's
the
gonna
sidekick.
go his Kree captain, Clayface it in,
Yeah, so the sidekick
maybe
will,
hold on for
pay 2
sidekicks
for
is what I would do.
captain. We'll Clayface him in on double energy and buy ourselves a confront the mighty, and
There you go.
then pass turn to you.
Okay.
That's a good choice
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
with. Even keeping a fist
All right,
to
so
force anything to attack,
tracking in these
because he
ways,
knows he doesn't want to have a
that's
field of
not what I
sidekicks on
wanted.
Laurie's side, but he's got the same. And next turn he'll bring in
Thank you, much
Clayface,
better.
the Kree
Okay,
captain,
first things
and buy his Thor.
Clayface and Widow.
So again, Clayface should be every part of every turn here in this game.
Pay
So
1
he's bringing in his Black
plus
Widow.
1 for a
Oh,
See
look
an
at
Atlas?
that.
Or he's
Look
gonna
at
Atlantis.
that.
Now he'll Atlas.
Sorry, I'm all impressed.
collector global.
Okay.
Results.
Troy's bot worked. We got our first results.
It did.
Jacques
You and me are
Blanc.
1 and
James, yeah,
you
James
and me are 1
is
and 0.
2-0 over
Alright.
Stewart.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's amazing some of the
Good.
stuff
Oh, I
these
need
guys
to
are doing in
roll
our
the
Discord
sidekick.
channels and
Fine.
making the ease for us when we run
We'll
tournaments.
spin this down to a question mark. We will
Yeah, like a
place
huge. Oh,
in
sorry.
recap.
So
And,
as we said, and because
Froze up, so I have no idea.
it down. So we'll be back, Mike.
There.
Are we back?
We're back. I'm back.
Yeah.
Matt poured coffee.
Activate Atlantis.
What is that?
Pay a mass to feel the psychic of the collector global. Triggering Atlantis. Draw and roll 2.
Yeah, you're still on the challenge page, but I'll try to. I mean, I don't think people can hear me anyways. So, but a Plague Marine was rolled.
Say 1.
Oh my God, we lost. Oh,
You're back. You're back, but we lost the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
You just have it on Laurier's. We're coming back. We're getting it.
We're working on
I
it.
told everyone you poured coffee on it.
And then I will.
So Laurier's buying all the stuff that he needs. And I know he needs to have everything pull off at the right turn. So he did buy himself an Eddie Guerrero. He's got the Plague Marine in the field, which KO'd all his psychics. I don't know if I'd like that Plague Marine. I mean, it's good for ramp, but it's killing him against getting attacked. So he missed his Thor, which of course is a needed piece. He has 2 question marks or 2 mass. So if Thor will roll here, he's gonna, and he missed Thor. So there's the first time in game 2 that we see a Thor miss.
I
And that's
cannot
kind
get.
of like, hey, you got to fix trust. You
I
need to
can't
roll.
get Dana back. What the hell's going on? Oh, there we go. There we
You
go.
got Dana back?
Okay.
He's Canadian, by the way. If you want to put the Canadian flags on them.
Okay, we're back there.
I guess see
Okay,
if we've got our
we're back.
is
We're
our one
back.
viewer back.
Yep.
We've got Mike back. Mike, are you back with us? So you missed. I mean, fireworks just went off. There was a table fight that just broke out. They resolved it. They're back to playing. So you guys didn't miss anything anyway. But the main thing was said was Laurier has bought most of his pieces. He has an Eddie Guerrero. He has a Black Widow. He's got his Plague Marine out in the field. Dana missed his Thor roll, so now it's how can he get him back in the bag and recover? I think the easiest way would be to get as many psychics as he can in the field, knowing he's going to need them for blockers because Laurier will have damage coming soon. So
Yep.
how can he recover now? He's got the 2 from Black Widow. I personally would maybe, you don't want to Atlas in this case, but you want to make a psychic right now for sure, and then 2 psychics on the other person's time, or he's going to field 2 now. And then I would just save the other 2 to either bring over Confront the Mighty, or I don't even know what the best way to do is. Even turning and getting something to force attack, but missing the Thor is going to hurt, so he's down 2 turns, which is going to let Laurier now relax and get the right stuff in the field for himself.
Yeah.
So
that's actually the first time I've seen General Nemesis miss the
right.
miss
And
that
the
Thor.
other key to notice in this game is that Laurier didn't go for the Drax, knowing that the Confront the Mighties would take out Drax. And the other big piece is, and I'd like to ask at the end of the game, is why Dana brought Static Field. Maybe just to protect his Thor, but
I think so. That'd be my only guess. Is
right,
from
and
force
I
attacks.
said because if you go against a mass team, it's going to hurt you even more. So it's one of those questions where having the force attacks that you see on the opponent's part would benefit him, but Laurier rolls his Eddie Guerrero and he rolls Black Widow, so there's going to be a lot of potential damage here.
There's
I mean,
some...
Dana can still make 2 more psychics though, so he'll have 4 psychics in the field. So he's okay as far as damage.
Then pay 1 to field Widow, giving everyone else +1.
So they're getting +1. He knows the psychics are going to go away at the end of the turn though. And don't the psychics get +1 this turn, don't they?
I pass priority.
What's that?
From Plague Marine, don't they get +1 as well?
So they were +2 actually.
+2 the psychic, but they're going to go away at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So, and I think they get 1 plus defense. So
yes.
Laurier's going to push. Did Dana make 2 psychic? Yes, he did. So Dana made 2 psychic.
So what are the stats on these fellers here?
Okay, so because of the Black Widow buff, these are 2.
So to go through the math, the Black Widow's going to buff +1, and the sidekicks are going to also get buffed from Plague Marine. But again, they get knocked out, and Dana can't do anything with them because Eddie Guerrero is attacking.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So he's going to let Eddie through. He's
Okay,
blocking
so the two
with all
sidekicks
the
on mine are
psychics.
going to get KO'd at the end of the turn
But
anyway.
he blocked
You
the
will
psychics.
take.
They're going to
do I
get
buff?
KO'd. So I don't think he
Do
double
I buff?
blocked them.
That's what I'm wondering.
So he could buff here +4
No,
to
I
do
don't buff.
4 extra damage,
Take the
but
2.
he's going to hold on to it.
Alrighty.
And again, I think Laurie wants sidekicks.
So how much
It's a good
damage?
little machine.
Okay.
How much damage was that one on 80?
So we're gonna hope
So
for
Eddie just
really
went through
low
for
pull here.
2, I think it was, because he's on his one side.
Okay.
If you check on Dana's side, he does have the scoreboard, so he's at 18.
Okay.
You can see at the top. So we can just run from that. So only doing 2 damage, and I mean, when you think of it, Laurie lost
Okay.
4 of his characters, which was pretty big. So he missed his Thor again,
Oh,
and this
nope.
time he hits Thor. But now
Okay.
Thor's on his level 1 side, so that could be
This.
pain. But actually, no, because Laurie doesn't
So we'll
have the
pay
Black
one
Widow.
to field Thor.
He fields his Thor. He's going to field the
We will
sidekick.
field the sidekick
Right.
to deal U2 damage.
Yeah, so they're even.
Right. Now, in this case,
I think we're going to spin.
he still has his Black Widow, which is interesting why Laurier's Black Widow got blocked, so she can't buff anymore
And
unless he has a way to knock it out.
buy a Black Widow.
He buys a Black Widow,
Clayface inside Black
Yep.
Widow.
brings in the Black Widow so he can then do the 2 sidekicks next turn. And Laurier has no way around that because he's got 2 psych. Oh, unless he pulls a Spider-Man, but that's like a 1 in 8 chance.
Spider-Man's not a bad play.
Your collector
No.
roll to field a sidekick.
Just Spider-Man to take
My
out
collector
stuff.
roll to field a sidekick.
So he's using
And
2
super
sidekicks
intelligence
he
for my
wants,
plans.
and he brought over Atlantis, which is a good call. Now Laurie is just going to need to want to roll a bunch of sidekicks. So Dana's standing pat, trying to do 2 damage at a time. He should be fine doing that as long as what's going to knock out his Thor now.
Oh, that
There's
is
nothing
beautiful, beautiful,
except
beautiful.
the
Except for you,
Spider-Man.
please, Spidey. You are needed.
This could be some big
Great
damage
power comes
if
great responsibility. You have the
Spider-Man, and
responsibility to
he
roll once
didn't
in a
get it.
while.
Oh, poor Spidey.
So let
Did
Spider-Man die.
Spider-Man
He
die?
No.
should
See,
put that one aside.
Yeah, I'd be buying another
For
one.
next game?
Just out of spite.
Well, and I've always, whenever you go in a tournament where it's 5 rounds, you basically have to win it all to win the tournament. When you have bad rolls game 1, it kind of sets up for a good drinking day. But he did roll a lot with the Atlantis. Every time he feels a sidekick, he's going to draw and roll 2.
Roll 2, bags empty, so
He's
those are the 2.
hoping to get Black Widow. Can he hit with it? And he doesn't. But he will be able to push and do damage.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where, yes, Atlanta draw and roll 2, but you only get a 50 chance of rolling something. And that's where I've always said, is it better to do that than Supreme Intelligence or something?
This energy.
So he's got 4. He's just going to try to attack and
will bring in a sidekick, but I'm going to deal. What's Eddie's defense?
1.
I will KO Eddie.
so
That's a smart
Dana
play.
is trying to take out the Eddie so that stuff can be blocked.
What's the defense?
He still has a mask.
Plague Marine.
2.
So Plague Marine has defense at 2. He's knocking out the Plague Marine. So instead of doing the damage, though, he is trying to do this so that
I will then swing with.
Oh, because now his psychics are trapped, hey?
the sidekicks are, well, they're not active anymore, so they won't get KO'd,
They
right?
will not get KO'd, so.
Yeah.
Oh, swing with 2 sidekicks.
So he's going to swing with Black Widow and 2 sidekicks. I would actually just block the Black Widow.
He's not swinging, he's just swinging with 2 sidekicks.
Oh, he didn't go Black Widow. Sorry,
No.
I'm looking at that differently. 2 sidekicks. You block the 2. I would even just block it because he knows he's going to buff it by 4.
Yeah.
Your psychics are KO'd. You still have your freaking Thor, though.
So a little
Yes.
first kind of frustration just came out. That the freaking Thor is still alive, and that's where damage can happen. Plus, he's got
Oh, he's got 2 more characters.
yeah. There's
oh,
2
look
more
at that.
characters.
And a
He
Widow
will
and
be-
Energize.
and he can energize to knock down a sidekick.
Wow.
It doesn't really matter. I would spin down the Black Widow even. Oh, she's on her 2 side.
This guy.
So he's hoping for a sidekick. Maybe he'll get it. No, he gets the fist, which is good. I would keep that fist to actually force attack something. So he's gonna feel the sidekick.
I guess so. First, the energize effect will spin down one of your
Sidekicks. He's gonna use energize.
What do you think?
I wouldn't take out the Black Widow.
No.
Now
She's level 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking Spider-Man. Yeah,
So a misunderstand. He thought it was Spider-Man. He doesn't want to spin down Black Widow because if she goes to her one defense side, she can get knocked out on a block. So he spins down a sidekick down to a shield, which is useless. He can still Atlantis global, I think, right? It's a fist and a shield. Oh no, there's no global on Atlantis.
We will.
So he's gonna field two sidekicks. Sorry, he clay faces in first, then he's gonna spend two. He's gonna field two sidekicks. He's gonna do it down to 10.
So
He's down to,
down to 10.
and he's got a field now to block any of those big, massive Black
So
Widow swings.
I've got a non. How much damage did I miss there?
There's been no. So we're down to 4 more. He's down to 10 because he's fielded 3 characters that turn.
I got a question for you that I didn't
Yeah.
take into
Go ahead.
with regards to this buy that we created. Do we let people win 2-0 or 1-0?
I'd say 1-0.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, it's going to affect in the end, though, right?
It'll affect standings in the end.
Yeah, I mean, it is a buy, so it is a 1-0 win. But the person could say I could have won 2-0. So
Yeah.
I can see both sides of it. Maybe we can put it to a poll to the group and see if anyone's would they prefer 2-0. I mean, the people who don't get the buy are going to say they want 2-1.
Yeah.
But maybe it'd be one of those polls asked now before you start the tournament.
I'm sorry, I keep thinking of tree toss.
I mean, the buys are going to affect it anyways. But
Yeah,
it could
I didn't
affect,
think
like,
about.
prize.
And then
Personally, it should be a 1-0. It would be my thought is a 1-0. But
I will use the Black Widow global to force your Thor to attack.
No, he's just gonna take it.
So Dana's making Thor attack now, knowing that he only has. I would spin down something, yeah, and he's gonna static field. So that's exactly what he wants to do. Static field it back. So he was a force attack was brought by Laurier, and then he's just making him use up something. He was hoping to waste that one mass, which he knows is not going to happen. He will clayface on his turn and bring in 2 more characters. So Laurier needs to get something to get rid of that Thor. He does have the Confront the Mighty,
Please give me something.
but he needs characters.
Okay, I have something.
So he got a lot, which is good.
I'm gonna message.
This would like
So
maybe
actually, Laurier could do quite a bit of damage here. He will be able to take out the Thor,
Okay.
and
Asking you
a
shall
very
receive, apparently.
big roll here. This could be a lot of damage coming
So,
from Laurier.
first,
He does roll in his reroll 3 sidekicks, which
with
this is going to
sidekick,
prep everything in his bag
I'm gonna
and rolling. So one sidekick comes in.
Your bleeping Thor.
There's a confront the mighty play to take out Thor, and that's why again I think Dana maybe should have taken the damage, and he could have done 7 more.
Field the sidekick. Draw and roll 2.
So now he activated Atlantis. There's going to be some sidekicks going.
Great.
He missed on the Black Widow, which would have done a huge amount.
Last 2 in my bag.
He should be buying a Black Widow, trying to get another Black Widow here.
Not ideal
Use
for
the
me,
fish
but
slap.
okay.
So he missed. He's gonna buy a Black Widow here, I think,
So, 2 for another Eddie, presumably.
or he buys an Eddie.
So I don't want the static field. It's back.
Dana only has. He can't even make the 2
One.
psychics now, but he can use it for static field.
For the third widow.
You would think he's gonna buy a Widow,
Hearing
and
background noise, my kids are being
he
rowdy.
just did. A little note from Laurier saying his kids are wrestling in the background, and that's why there's noise.
These.
Yeah.
So he needs this Widow here,
Oh, boy.
and he misses both.
Wow.
So at this point now,
Game.
he's just had some bad rolls on this
Not
part.
today.
The only good part he does has is he has 4
Okay, I'm gonna
fists
field
that
fighting
could
for
help.
free. I'm gonna pay 1 to field Plague Marine. I will
Uses energy to
then-
field his Spider-Man and his Plague Marine. So Plague Marine
2, right? Something like
is
that.
going to give the buffs to the sidekicks, but they'll be gone at the end of the turn.
Not my game.
No,
That's
not
like-
yet, anyway.
It looks like now, with all this energy, what does he buy?
I'll take it
Hold
if it
2.
happens.
Sure.
I would hold 2 to bring over something to confront the mighty next turn.
1, 2, 3 for Drax is a bit late at this point.
So he's reaching for Drax, which could be, again, it could be too late to go for Drax. Dana, he did get rid of Thor, but Thor is in the KO section instead of the black. I actually would have thought Thor going with Spider-Man would have been better, but he would have been able to field 2 sidekicks.
Even action dice, correct?
Correct.
All right, I will
So-
Supreme Intelligence over a
So-
Confront the Mighty.
So Dana, knowing he can't make
Actually,
psychics
no.
now, he's going
I'll use
to
the Black Widow instead.
he's confronting the
that
mighty
makes more sense.
over Black Widow, so that he
And
can
then I
roll some more
will
mass.
pass back.
He's not making any psychics though, which is interesting. I think he's waiting to see what gets attacked. But I'm thinking the two mass
Not by a
should make
member taking a
psychics.
fluid field.
So a full swing from Laurier. I
So
can't
you
see
pass back.
exactly what he's got.
Turns your psychic to a shield.
So Spider-Man. So he's
to the
spinning
good old
down.
shield.
Okay. So
What's that?
our
To the good old shield. That's a very useful
There
global
goes.
for him.
sidekicks are all 2-2.
Well, that's why I thought there
2/2,
was an
because
Atlantis
the Widow has
global there,
a
but there
fluid field.
wasn't.
I see.
Everyone except Plague Marine's attack.
So he's
Plague
got
Marine's
two
ability
mass
held back.
to blink back stuff,
And
but he's gonna take
Spider-Man,
some
what color
damage
was
here,
That's what else is?
and he does
Purple,
have
yellow,
4 buffs that he could do. I'd be interested to see,
And
could he
Black
not
Widow's
have bought a
got
Plague Marine and got even more
3/3.
damage
3/3.
by spinning
I
stuff?
apologize, my video quality must be looking like I'm getting this from a potato. I don't know why my internet-
Sorry, I'm doing the background stuff again here.
Oh no, that's fine.
So
So
yeah, I'll throw
there's going to be some damage set up
in
here.
front of Black Widow.
Yeah.
So he's going to block the Black Widow so that she doesn't get KO'd.
Field.
And he's going to use the static field. So
In your
see,
energy, you have 3 or is that 4 fists there?
he's going over
3
which
fists and a question mark.
Yeah.
ones to
Those are
blink
good
back.
regardless of what I do.
I mean, I think he's got to look at the
So I
score
will
and use life as a resource
back
here.
Yeah.
2 of
We've got 1810. How much can you take? Thinking, and you have to have confidence you're going to roll back your Thor next turn. And that's the one bad part with confronting the mighty out Thor instead of
So
spin him down with
Widow.
Spider-Man.
Your static fielding goes to.
So he's
And
blocking
I will
Widow
pump
and he's blinking
the other
back
2 that goes through
Spider-Man.
by 1.
So he's
there's
pumping
2
up his
damage, so
sidekick.
you're taking a 6. You're 12.
Laurie's take because the
And that's
sidekick
one
got
psychic
buffed
that remains
from the Plague
KO'd.
Marine
Spider-Man
and
remains
got buffed
active,
from
so
Black
does
Widow. Actually, didn't
You
get a
go
buff
over
from
here,
Black Widow.
And it is turn to you.
So he's taking 6. He's holding on to some energy. He doesn't have a mass to spin stuff down to do static field. So we're down to, what is it, 12? 12-10?
12-10,
So
so it's a close match here.
yeah, so he needs Thor here to roll.
Yes.
And I mean, perfectly a bunch of sidekicks, which he has rolled.
Oh, and
He
he
also
rolled Thor. Jesus.
got 1, 2, and he's got energized.
Might argue.
So I mean, really, he could take out Spider-Man. If something's on level 1, he can even take that out. But he got 2 sidekicks, so
So
he's
that's
got 1,
6
2.
damage right there.
That's 6 damage.
I'll spin him down to a single fist.
So he's down to 4. If he holds on to 2 sidekicks, Laurier can't take out Thor next turn. He can't. He's got, well, unless he pulls Spider-Man.
Is there a way
He
for
won't be
him
able
to... Oh,
No.
I think he's got just the damage, doesn't he?
Yeah, the only thing he has is confront the mighty. He could bring over confront the mighty. Is all I could see Laurier do. The other thing that Dana could have done was held on to some energy to buff
So is
whatever he
Laurier
had.
down to 2 now?
Laurier's down to 4. He took 6 damage there from the Kree Captain, 2 sidekicks.
Oh, yeah,
So in this
sorry.
case, I would spin down a side. Well, really, as long as he spins down, he has extra. Yeah, spin it down to that. So he's just give himself stuff for next turn, so he can make as many sidekicks. At this point, he knows he just needs to make 2 sidekicks.
And he
Laurier
wins.
has to. He's gonna have to Freeman. Yeah,
A Widow.
he should be bringing over that
to
confront the
grab my
mighty.
Atlantis, and I'm gonna hold
Oh,
on for
he.
these 2.
So he's not bringing over his confront the mighty. So
Turn.
all
He's going all out.
yeah, Laurier has to. So he has to pull the Spider-Man here, or the Drax, or I even no, the confront the mighty. He needs to confront the mighty. That's what he needs, and he didn't. So he didn't get the confront the mighty. That could be the game right here.
He needs
That's
his
my
fish
thinking.
and sidekicks is what he needs.
Yeah, but I think even before it happens, Dana's gonna be able to make 2 sidekicks.
Not if he pulls the Confront the Mighty from the bag, doesn't he?
Oh, that's right. He has to
Yeah.
confront the mighty from
Oh.
the back. Which there he
Oh,
is.
he's
He
got a
has 2
chance.
chances.
He's got a chance.
That's right. I keep forgetting he could pull the confront the mighty. If not, it could be trouble. But I still think even a counter swing, can he do 12 damage? Maybe.
No, it won't.
Oh,
He didn't get confront. So that'll be the game right there.
Fudge. How do I get around this? Do I have a way around this?
does he have a way around it? I don't know if he does.
No, I don't.
No,
Unless you make he, yeah, and he has too much in his bag to get back to confront the mighty.
Get to keep a draw and roll engine mode. So field psychic, draw and roll 2.
Yeah, he's got to roll 2 sidekicks, roll 2 sidekicks. And
He
it's
wants
gonna
like
be hard.
fists and stats and stuff now.
So he's
So yeah, you're gonna
that'll be
get
it.
because
That'll be it, I
Had I
think.
been able to
I'm pretty
continue,
sure on that.
well, you're gonna feel these
And
two,
again,
obviously.
we could say bad rolls, but I
And
think
then when I
by
pass that
having
by,
the
you
Thor,
feel
he
psychic, you feel good
threw
energy, and
Laurier's
then you
team
win.
off a little. By having stuff in the
I
field,
agree.
the two
Had I been
collectors
able to keep the
helped.
draw engine going, and had I had enough energy here,
Yeah.
by a couple of crowd fightings,
Maybe I might jump in here and talk to them if you don't mind, Matt.
Yeah, go nuts.
would be
I'll
fine.
stop
Yeah,
the
let me get
timer
in.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll step
it
in.
didn't happen. What can I say?
Gentlemen, great game. Yes, Laurie, you had some good rolls, but very bad rolls when you needed them. You rolled, and then when you got that train going with it was going, and we're like, look, it's going, but it wasn't the ones you needed at the right time. I like the idea of the Black Widow Plague Marine. It was great to get your ramp, but in the same way that kind of counter swang you against when he was fielding two psychics every turn. Horrible the first roll. I think the first game, Dana, you rolled perfectly the first game, and then we got to see, oh shoot, when you misroll that Thor, there
Yeah.
was a chance to get hit, and then that's when Laurie missed that one roll where you could have done a lot of damage. It
Yeah.
would have been interesting on both sides. Like if you could change something, we looked like halfway through the first game going, oh, he has static field, or maybe Dana could use anger issues to do some attacking with that Thor.
Oh, interesting.
And the same way as on Laurie's side of things, we were like, you had the Spider-Man game two, game one, you went Drax, and I think having that force attack with Drax might not have been the best thing to go with. But I mean, you missed your Black Widow rolls in game two, and so on. But I mean, you could probably roll those games again. I mean, Thor had the upper hand in the game, but I think with an Atlantis roll with two collectors, that would have been some cool swinging from your side, Mr. Laurie. So
Yeah, the thing with collector in Atlantis, the fact that there's double collector is not as big an asset as you'd think, because more often than not, I would get a bag reset out of the first one.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
so double
That's
collector
true.
is not as big an asset if you're trying to go for Atlantis ramp.
right. And I mean, I played in a couple turns a couple weeks ago. The double collector hurts mass team. There's a couple of teams that having it hurts you against your opponent. Dana,
Yeah.
you've been pretty good at rolling. I mean, you've been practice team. Is this exactly what you had at Euros, or did you tweak it a little?
I swapped out Drax for Spider-Man, but
Jack,
otherwise the same.
and I'm surprised both you didn't have Typhoid Mary. I noticed you guys didn't want to try that shriek. Congratulations to both of you. I did notice, and you've been very efficient. I know we've tested that, Dana, the Thor getting
Yeah.
turn to how, and we've gone over the Kree Captain having Intellect Devour and Atlantis to prep it is really good. I know you're giving those globals to your opponent, but you're using
Yeah.
what you want, and that's all you care is you're putting the pedal to the metal on turn three. And we saw one game where you hit it and you were doing damage right away, and then game
Yeah.
two, it was how do I get around that? The Confront the Mighty was a great card for you to help. And I like that because even if it knocked out your Thor, you just had to re-roll Thor. Whereas I'm
For sure.
pretty sure if Spider-Man took out your Thor and put him to energy, you'd be going shit.
Oh, that's a big problem for me. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I found playing is a lot of stuff spun down. That's the bane to me playing. I hate it when stuff goes to the use pile and you've got a bag controlled and you're managing it, and now your bag gets all mucked up. So, I mean, both your teams are great teams. I love seeing the fish laugh, Laurie. It's too bad it didn't take off and roll good for you. I'm
Well, it
certain.
had my heart racing. I can tell you, there was some tense games there.
Well, one suggestion I would have is Laurie, that third die you have on your Spider-Man side, take it and just remove it from the game. Don't do it. And then with your take your Black Widow dice, throw them in the microwave for about 5 seconds, and you might be a little bit better game two. Um,
Yeah,
be my only suggestions. And Dana, don't touch a thing. Don't just get up. Don't touch your team at all.
seriously, my widows. Oh my gosh, just
Yeah, that's I mean. See, and what I do is
oh,
I have two different dice towers when I play, and one of them it's like the first rung is like two, then three like little slots, and then I have another dice tower that's three, then two, so that when you're having those bad rolls, I switch out the dice tower because
Oh, interesting.
it's always the dice's fault. So
it's superstition.
that's all it is, right? Or when you shake it, you shake it. Sometimes you don't shake your dice when you put them in. There's lots of ways around things, but I haven't done the art. I'm gonna do some videos on that. But no, guys, thank you very much for the games. Good luck to you guys both the rest of the way.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
gonna drop out here and let you guys talk away before you leave. But thanks for having us on stream, and we look forward to both you guys winning the rest of your rounds.
Thank you, sir.